Okay, so I'm gonna do a reading because I felt drawn to do a reading, and whoever is meant to hear this will understand. How the freak? Okay. I hope you guys can see this. Okay, I'm just gonna do one. Oh gosh. Okay, sorry. Okay. Okay. Cool. Take a deep breath. Connect with yourself. If this message is for you or not. I'm getting a childlike vibe, a happy vibe. Maybe this will be a really good reading, or it's supposed to guide you to that. Okay. Ooh. The Tower. Yeah. I feel like something's gonna happen. Okay, so the Chariot and the Three of Wands. Okay. Ooh. Okay. The Chariot is preparing to go in battle, but he has to balance himself. He has to get his shit together and get himself together before going out there into a more spiritual, whether you're spiritual or not, it's a spiritual situation. It's for your spirit, it's for your soul. So he's getting prepared for that. But it was upside down, so that means that you're not prepared. You need to get some shit together before something happens. The tower was on the bottom. What the heck? Okay, so you need to get your shit together. It's okay, everyone does. And basically, you have to get to the point where you are balanced and ready to go, where you're ready to take on whatever this is. And everyone is always going to have shit they need to work on, but you're just not prepared for this moment that's about to come. Inevitably, it's going to happen whether you want it or not. I feel like it's has to do with your ways, your mindset for sure. And maybe like it was developed as a child, or it's what you learned as a child. But so maybe you're a little immature, and this could be emotionally or in mind-wise. So maybe you're emotionally childish. Maybe you are too extreme in your emotions, or you don't know how to express your emotions. So it's not like a healthy thing there. There's like a childlike thing that you need to grow up from, sorry. Or it could be mind-wise. Maybe like you are too up in the clouds, and you're not like planning out things, you're not being responsible, you're not thinking things through enough. But I honestly feel like it's a child thing. I feel like it's either like too extreme emotions, like you don't know how to handle your emotions, or you're too carefree, like you're not being responsible, or you don't plan out your things, or you're just kind of like going day by day, and yeah, you're not like planning things out or being responsible, which, trust me, that childlike heart and having fun thing is really important, but it's more important. But we do, as humans, we need to have balance, and you also need to be responsible, and you also need to plan and do all that boring stuff, because it's all about balance. Life is all about balance, and this guy is clearly not balanced. He doesn't, but upside down. He doesn't have his shit together. So there's something that you need to get together before this big thing is gonna happen. Or maybe it's something that you need to watch out for, because when this thing happens, this thing is gonna force you to look at your ways and be like, oh, okay, I really need to get my shit together and change my ways. So yeah. And then there's the Three of Wands, and it was upside down too. There's something you need to work on. And Three of Wands is communication in the mind. I don't think you're communicating well. Like, you're not, maybe like maybe like you're, like I said in the other card, how like you're not like planning or being responsible. Maybe like you're not communicating with people well. Maybe you're not communicating things that you're supposed to be doing. Or like how I was saying with like extreme emotions and shit like that, like you could be not communicating it well. Maybe you need to figure out healthier ways to handle things, handle your emotions, and like let it go and communicate to other people. Maybe I know all about that, being childish in the emotions, and like you just communicate badly and maybe you go to extremes and you say bad things, or you say things you don't mean. But either way, there's something there that you need to fix. And I feel like, well, for everything is rooted to the childhood, but you could take a look at your childhood and see like why you are the way you are because of it. But basically, like, you need to balance some shit out, and something big is gonna happen. Something big is coming. Like, you got the Tower on the bottom, which is really like big events happening, because it's just gonna happen. Like, so I'm gonna pull some more. I'm gonna pull some more cards to clarify the situation more, because I'm being a little like not specific enough, but it could also be like meant for different people. But I'm just gonna pull some more so you can get a better look at the situation. There's this child theme that I'm getting. Like, either you're childish, it's from your childhood, or maybe you're gonna have a child. Maybe you're gonna have a child and it's gonna like force you to get your shit together, or like you need to get your shit together because you're gonna have a child. Either way, you need to get your shit together. And I hope you don't take offense to this, like the way I'm talking. Everyone has shit. I'm just telling you what it is. So I'm gonna pull more cards to clarify it more. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. 10 of Wands. Okay. Okay. So there's other people involved with this. Okay, and this could be in this lifetime. I know some people don't believe in multiple lives, but this can be in this lifetime, or it can be like in past lives. So maybe, this unbalance that you have here and the shit that you need to get together, it could be karma from your past life. Maybe like you had a rough childhood and that's why you're like this, and it's karma from your past life. Or it could be, there's a lot of people involved in this, so it could be like that there are people involved in this balance that's happening. Like, there's different things involved, like it's not just so like, oh, this is the situation. It's kind of like the butterfly effect almost. So I'll give you an example, like a short example. Like, say like my grandma abused my mom, and then my mom abused me. Like, that's what I mean, like multiple people involved. There's multiple things involved. Maybe this is like a heavy like imbalance that you have here, and it's from multiple people, like from your family lineage. But I keep getting this kid theme, and like there's gonna be like some interaction and some working with other people. There's other people involved. You have to take into consideration other people, and you have to get your shit together, and you've got to know that you are responsible for your actions. So, you know, whatever you do, it doesn't matter if someone hurt you. You are responsible for your actions. That's who you are. You're responsible for your reactions, okay? You can't blame it on anyone, but there's many people involved here. There's other people involved. It's not just like a you like healing situation, even though I feel like you have to heal. There's people that you have to take into consideration. I'm gonna pull more cards. Sorry if this is very broad and I'm giving you a lot of answers, but of course whoever is meant to hear it is gonna understand it. So just listen to your intuition. Some kind of communication going on here. Okay, 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. I hope you guys... Oh, yep, that's really close. There you go. Okay. We got 10 of Pentacles. So... just give me a minute. Okay. So this is definitely like, I'm getting like a family childhood thing. Like this is definitely connected to family and children. Maybe you're gonna have a child, to be honest. You might be having a child. Or maybe even a child is coming to your life. Like maybe you're gonna get in a relationship and someone has a child. But I feel like a child theme, and all of this is connected to your family. Very much so. So, yeah, for sure. Everything is connected to your family. Examine your childhood. This is good for just anyone in general, for literally everyone. Like, you have to examine your childhood, because your childhood is what shapes you and makes you who you are. So, but I do think something is coming. Like, something big is happening. And there are multiple people involved. So you have to, like, get your shit together. And it's 10 of Pentacles, though, so it's more like a material thing. So maybe you're gonna have, like, more material responsibilities that you have to take care of. This could honestly, too, be, like, wealth coming your way. Like, once you get your shit together, it definitely has to do with the mind, like, your mind ways, and, like, the physical world, too, like, people and material things. I know I keep saying the child thing, but I'm getting a childhood thing. And your family. It's connected to your family. Partnerships. Okay. 9 of Cups. Okay, finally, like a cup emotion card. There was another cup on the bottom too. Ultimately, everything goes back to emotions too, so I knew. But the Nine of Cups. Okay, and then there's also the King of Cups reversed on the bottom. So, like, the Nine of Cups upright is a good emotional card. This is like the highest emotional fulfillment. This is like true emotional fulfillment. True emotional fulfillment, like for wise people at the end of their journeys, like true emotional fulfillment, not false emotional fulfillment, if that makes sense. Like, not with material things, not, like being in multiple relationships and you thinking it's emotional fulfillment. There's like true emotional fulfillment, enlightenment, shit like that, but it's upside down. So I feel like if you believe in multiple lives, I feel like you might be at the end, like you're towards the end of your life. But this is bad. You might be going through a lot, or you might be going through a lot of shit is happening to you and you don't know. But like, I hope you can see this because I can't see the camera. But this is, whatever you're going through, it's something you need to go through, for sure. It's to get you to success. It's to get you to a happy ending. It's to get you to enlightenment, nirvana, your final life, if you believe in multiple lives. This is something that you need to go through, but you're definitely not balanced right now. You're not balanced right now. And ooh, yeah, you're like not balanced right now, and you need to get balance in order to get some fulfillment, to take on this final step. But you're made for this. You can do it. If you're going through a lot, it's because you can handle it. And like I said, I'm just gonna speak about it. So if you don't believe in multiple lives, just don't listen to me. But you're able to go through this stuff because you're at the end of your lives and you already went through some smaller shit, and like it's builded your soul, whether you can feel it or not. So that's why like you're able to go through this. But it's all like, the more stronger you get, the more you can like handle. You have a high tolerance, for pain. And yeah, the more you age your soul, the more you have tolerance for it. But basically your shit is like unbalanced. But this is something you need to go through, because like the more pain you go through, the more happiness like you'll get once you get out of that shit. So once you get it together, you'll reach some major fulfillment. I'm gonna post some more cards to clarify it. Like, because I'm getting a childhood theme, I do feel like some people are gonna be having children come into their lives, and honestly, that's the strongest love. So that could honestly be what the Nine of Cups, like you needing to turn the Nine of Cups upright means, like in getting your shit together. It could be because a child. And that's the strongest love. It really is. So good for you if you're gonna have a child. I hope you but you're unbalanced right now. You have some habits that you need to break, but something big is coming. Let's see. Ooh, Queen of Swords. Okay. So you got the Queen of Swords. Okay. So maybe you need to be a little more selfless. Maybe you do need to be a little more selfless. Maybe like you've been through a lot of pain, so you go through life a certain way and you do things a certain way because of that. But you have to take into consideration of others, you know? Like when people go through shit, there's like some people handle it or like they think of people too much and they end up becoming like a pushover, and like they just put everyone before themselves. And then there's some people who like protect themselves too much, you know, and they just like they do certain things to protect themselves from the pain that they felt before. Yeah, and like with the Nine of Cups too, yeah, like you're affecting the people around you, and like you have to realize that. You have to it's so important to love other people. When you love other people, you love yourself. And maybe like you're too caught up in yourself, you're too caught up in you, like you're not really thinking about other people. And maybe that's why you might have a child, because once you have a child, that's coming first. I'm getting like an ego here, like there's some ego here that needs to be fixed. Okay. And two, like with the ego, it could also mean like too much in material, like lacking emotional care. So yeah, you need to be a little more flexible and a little more emotional, and you need to be aware of the people around you and that you affect the people around you, and ultimately that affects you, you know, that affects your karma. And like loving other people is loving yourself, and the way you treat other people, it's gonna come back to you, and it comes back to you, you know. But like once you put out love and when you treat other people with love, like you'll get that in return. Yeah, you might be a little materialistic. I think I want to pull like one more card. Partnerships. There's a lot. There's a big deal with like your partnerships and the people around you. Maybe you don't communicate well, or like you don't communicate your feelings. There's an unbalance here. there's a childlike thing. There honestly could be some narcissism going on. If you don't know what narcissism is, you should look it up. This card, like, always, it represents narcissism to me a lot. And with the Nine of Cups, upside down, for sure, yeah. Because upside down, talks a lot about the ego, too. The ego. So, yeah. Everyone in the world should know what narcissism is. So definitely look that up. It's a scale. Full NPD is no empathy, but there's definitely a scale. There's healthy narcissism and unhealthy narcissism. So I think you need to look into that. And you have two major arcana. So you have two major arcana. So I feel like this is definitely, like, it's stemming from, like, some serious shit. Whatever this is, it's stemming from some serious shit. Queen of Wands upside down. And then the World upside down too. Like, your blessings are being blocked. Like, you're not having blessings. I think God, if you don't believe in God, the universe, I think they want to give this to you, but you have to heal. And trust me, like, it's so good. Once you work on yourself, it's amazing. And, like, the more pain you go through, the more. This could also be narcissist around you. If you're not, like, highly narcissistic yourself, it could be narcissist people around you. But Queen of Wands, it's definitely a mind thing. It's a mind thing going on right now, and, like, you have to get a healthy mind. No balance. Know that you're supposed to think with your heart and your mind, and you're supposed to have balance. No extremes. No extremes. I'm getting, like, an irresponsible nature. Like, there's other people around you too that are healthy. I mean unhealthy. And that would make sense because you attract people on your frequency. So when you're not healthy, you're gonna attract unhealthy people. And that's why your blessings are blocked. And so once you get healthy, I feel like the universe wants to give you something, but they need you to heal. And that's what I'm going through right now too. Like, I'm waiting on blessings, and my blessings have been blocked, and I'm figuring out what I need to do, and I need to heal, and I feel like you need to heal too. And it's a mind thing. It's a mind thing. Someone's unreliable here. Maybe you're the childish one, and you are a little selfish, maybe? Or you don't keep your promises. or you don't communicate right. You're not taking people into consideration. This could be you. This could be the people around you. This could be both of you guys. You need to find balance. I'm going to pull one more card for advice for you. So many wands. Like, this is definitely a mind thing. It's your mindset. It's your mindset. Nine of Pentacles. I think good is coming. After you heal, you're gonna get blessings. And I think material-wise also. Like, material-wise, you're gonna get blessings. And maybe, like, once you heal, like, you'll attract people on your frequency, and these people will be able to give you blessings, to bring blessings into your life. I feel like once you heal, obviously, you're gonna get emotional fulfillment. But I feel like too material. Like, money-wise, for sure. But you're like, this is like hard stuff. And like, to be honest, I've never recorded a reading before, and that might have been like why I was drawn to it. Like, I feel like you're someone who's at the end of your journey, and when you're at the end of your journey, you go through a lot. There's like big things, you know? There's a lot more pain, but there's also a lot more happiness. Because you can handle it. Because the more pain, the more happiness. And like, you need to balance yourself, and you need to really reflect on your mind. There could be some illusions going on of like, well, you know, to be true. So really look into some healthy ways. Maybe you need to see a therapist and get your shit out. Meditate, balance yourself. Pray. And follow your heart. You can use your intuitiveness. Like, you are connected with the divine. Like, some people aren't, because like, they're just not. Like I said, I feel like you're at the end of your journey. Some people are not ready for those things. I feel like you are. I feel like you can connect. I feel like you can get signs if you want. I feel like you can be guided in the right direction if you just get connected and ask. And your thoughts. Watch your thoughts, because your thoughts manifest. Yeah, but I feel like something big is happening, so for sure. And either like you have to get prepared for this big thing and heal for it. But I honestly feel like it's just gonna happen. Like, it's gonna happen, and it's gonna force you to get your shit together. So like, if you don't, like, the outcome could be like really, really going downhill. Partnerships. It's partnerships, really. You honestly could be having a kid. You could be getting married too. You could be having a family. I said one more card, but last time, but one more card, because My body started shuffling again. I feel like peace is coming though. Yeah, see, I feel like some people are gonna have a kid. I keep saying that, but make sure you get your shit together. You know, the childhood shapes so much, and you can give your child a lot. There could also be unhealthy people around you. For sure. Like, you have soulmates around you. And a lot of people, they take soulmates wrong and they think it's like someone you're supposed to be with and shit like that. That's not it. Your soulmate could be someone you be with, but for the most part, a lot of soulmates are just people from your past lives, that people that are supposed to help you grow, help your soul grow. And so, like, it's a really heavy energy, to be honest. And like, that's why, like, I've been saying, like, the people around you are important. Take a look at the people around you. Who do you want in your life? Who do you want to let go of? And I think there's like negative energy around. There's negative people around you. And once you let go, like, you're gonna get fulfillment. You're gonna get a really healthy heart and like true happiness, you know? But like, you have to make a decision. Like, you have to make a decision on your life. You have to make a couple decisions on what you want to do, how you want to get healthier, who you want to be in your life. So yeah, I do think good is coming. Overall, recap on the reading. Some egos here, some narcissism here. Look into narcissism. Make sure that you have a healthy amount of narcissism, and it could be talking about the people around you. I think there are definitely unhealthy people around you, but when you have unhealthy people around you, like, it's all like, you attract people on your frequency. So like, if you have a lot of unhealthy people around you, it's because you are unhealthy yourself. So like, you could be the highly narcissist here, you know? Like, you could be having some ego problems. I do think there's like some irresponsibility here and like lack of good communication. There's other people involved, and like, not just one person. Like, this reading is about multiple people being involved. Balance yourself. You might be feeling overwhelmed. Balance yourself. Meditate. Eat good foods. Eat healthy. Exercise. If you believe in God, pray. If you don't, you know, ask for him, because he is real and he will bring light in your life. And me saying he is just being biased. He's just an energy. And this is some heavy shit. But it's to reach really, really good happiness. Like, the more pain, the more happiness, like I said. Look at your mind. You need to change your mindset. And watch for the people around you. There's toxic things around you, toxic mindsets, toxic energy. And you could be having a kid. I'm getting a kid theme here. And take a look at your childhood. You could be getting a kid. Or I could be getting the kid theme too, because it's connected so much to your childhood. So that's pretty much it. I'm kind of tired now. I hope this resonated with people. I know people who are meant to hear it are gonna hear it. Good luck, and you're not alone. Everyone's healing. And just remember, the more pain, the more happiness you will get once you overcome it, you know? And you can't get you can't get happiness without pain. Okay? So when you have a lot of pain, just think, oh,